Well, hey everyone, it's the Eurobandit here once again, and today I'm gonna do a review of this 1992 Volvo 740 Estate, which is more commonly known as 745. And before you ask any questions, this fine example is not mine. Being a 92, it's the last model year of the 700 series. In 1982, Volvo introduced the 760 model, and 2 years later, in 1984, they produced the 740 models, which was a cheaper version of the 760. All gas powered engines were inline 4s from 2 liter to 2.3 liter, turbocharged or naturally aspirated. The diesel engine, on the other hand, remains the same. As in the 760, it was the D24 engine by Volkswagen. In 1990, the 740 was facelifted. It basically got a different front end with different headlights and front and rear bumpers, and in 1991 they received a fully chromed grille as well as the interior from the newer 940. These are actually my favorite rims from the 700 series. They're called the turbo rims. This is one of the nicer examples. The biggest cosmetical issue is on the hood and on the roof as well. Basically the clear coat is peeling off, as you can no doubt see. It's almost gone from the roof. It's a common issue with the ones that came with metallic paint. Other than that, it's a nice example. Let me show the interior. This is how it looks like, as you can no doubt see. On the last 2 model years they actually changed the headrests as well as the dashboard. The biggest difference you'll notice on the instrument cluster, it's a bit different, as well as the air conditioning control. And this car is equipped with AC. It also has automatic climate control, as you can no doubt see. Here's where you can turn your AC off. Unlike on many modern cars, it actually stays off when you have it pressed. Recycling, fan speed, position, as well as the temperature. Very nice, very straightforward. Here's the glove box. Some storage compartments in the doors. This particular example is also equipped with the block heater, which runs on gasoline, quite similar to the Webasto system. And it also has a 4-speed automatic gearbox. Here it has a switch where you can lock the 4th gear, so it would only shift from the 1st to the 3rd. This function can be useful when you haul something heavy. This gearbox feels wonderful and it shifts smoothly, which is nice. The interior quality on the 700 series is excellent, as an aftermarket stereo. And it only has 243,822 kilometers. It obviously has heated seats, and over here it has another compartment where you can store stuff. It's quite decent sized. It also works as an armrest, handbrake. Dome light, as well as map lights on both sides. And this is how the backside looks like. It's very nice and spacious, and the legroom is wonderful. The material on the seats feels very good and it's heavy duty. This is a closer view of the dashboard. Apart from some plastic bits, the interior quality is wonderful and everything feels nice to the touch. Plenty of space, as you can no doubt see. I was actually surprised when I bought my own 740 a few months back. I was actually surprised of how spacious it actually is, and of course once you fold the seats down you have a lot of room, almost like in a van. It has an optional rubber mat, and underneath it there's even more storage, as you can no doubt see. And underneath this carpeting you'll see the spare tire And of course you can actually pull these pieces out, and you can even put something in there if you wish. Same thing on the other side. And this is how the material looks like. It's heavy duty, nice and thick plywood. You can also open the trunk from the inside, just like so. And here's the engine, the legendary 2.3 liter B230F engine on 115 horsepower. Normally you would see a mechanical fan right on here, but this one does not have it, maybe because it's equipped with AC. Instead it has this electrical fan, and of course it's made in Sweden. This car drives beautifully, it's very nice and smooth, it shifts wonderful, you can barely hear the engine at normal speeds. It's overall a wonderful car, which would make a perfect daily driver or enthusiast car. And it's really a pleasure to drive these classic Volvos, and they're actually not slow at all. Even this 115 horsepower version with automatic has enough performance. You won't need a sports car as your daily driver, right? And once you put the pedal to metal, it actually moves. It's not slow at all at overtaking. Of course it has classic roll-up windows, which I'm a huge fan of. This was a review of a 1992 Volvo 745, a future classic which won't take long until it will become a classic. The 700 series from the 80s are already classics in my opinion. The 700 as well as the 900 series were the last decent Volvos that were rear-wheel drive and had the great quality. The newer Volvos aren't what these classic ones once used to be. Not necessarily because they're front-wheel drive, but they lack the overall classic Volvo feeling and quality, as well as looks. This is actually my favorite shape of cars. I like them to be angular or boxy, as some people call them. Anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Hope you liked this video. If you did, why not? Thumbs up. Check out my other videos, and if you like what I'm doing, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you next time. Cheers.